How long have you been waiting for the moment for you to say, I finally made it? How long have you not been present for, just consistently overthinking about this desire that you're just fighting for every single day, questioning yourself, is it ever going to happen? Doubting everything that you do. When is your time going to come? The whole point for why you want to improve your life is so you can start living. How long have you been neglecting everything else? How long have you been destroying yourself because you're not where you want to be right now? You are missing the whole point. Everything was to better your experience of life, yet you have not been living because you're so focused on an outcome. When is it coming? It hasn't come yet. So until you get to that point, you are going to be in constant suffering. When are you going to learn that your fulfillment comes from what you do every single day? Because there is no guarantee in this life. You're so afraid of starting. You don't know if it's going to go your way. You're so afraid of making those mistakes. You're afraid of trying something new. You just want certainty. Is it going to happen? The question I'm going to tell you today is, are you okay with being stuck somewhere that isn't meant for you? Deep down in your soul, you know that this isn't meant for me. I know I'm meant for so much more. Are you okay staying there? And the answer is no. You are going to be the place where you want to be, but you have to be patient. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. The thing is, you're so governed by fear. And the thing is, when you enter fear, you enter an unknown. That's why you constantly overthink. You're thinking, is it going to come about? When is it going to come about? You can't control that. And what eventually ends up happening is that this vision that you see, it ends up becoming blurry. When it becomes blurry, you start to doubt yourself, you beat yourself down. And now guess what happens? You don't take the action. Familiarity is what kills fear. Every time you're afraid, you do it even more. You show up even more. I was never the intelligent kid. I was never the most confident kid. I was never the kid who had everything go his way. I was a kid who had the most self-doubt. I was a kid who had no self-belief. I was a kid who had no confidence in himself. And I was so afraid of putting myself out there. I was afraid of being seen because I didn't want to cause too much attention to myself. I never felt like I was ever good enough. Why? Because I let everyone else dictate my value. Because I was comparing myself to everyone else. This game of life is an individual game. It's about how far you have managed to progress. What is your percentage of progress? That is the only thing that validates you. So ask yourself, how far have I moved from yesterday? I've made so many mistakes and I will continue to make mistakes every single time, no matter how many times it takes. If I fall down 100 times, I will get up 101 times. The reason I speak with so much conviction is because they want you to feel that fear, because that fear is what traps you, is what breaks you. And no one else has told you to believe that, only yourself. Because you started to listen to it. You've let it grow into you. Now you manage to believe it. The same way you manage to destroy yourself is the same way you can create yourself. That's why I'm going to ask you, do you want to stay where you are? If the answer is no, then the question is, are you going to take action? And if the answer is yes, that's the only thing that you can do. I've been awake since 5 in the morning today. I've run a 5-kilometer run. I've done 100 press-ups. Now the time is 9:37. I don't want to come to the gym. I don't want to record this YouTube video. But guess what? I'm showing you what it's like to show up every single day. You've seen the process of where I was and where I've been today. And that's why I tell you, this is the power of consistency. You just have to show up. You're thinking with too much logic. If I do this, is this going to be the outcome? You can't think with logic. Logically, a lot of things don't make sense. But guess what? After so much hard work has been put into the universe, it's just a matter of time when everything starts to be given back. It's a compound effect. And that's one thing I keep on emphasizing. I've made so many mistakes that I know that everything is on the other side of it. I've tried to do a clothing brand. Back when I was working in retail, I failed. I sent all the shipments to China, got the sizes wrong. I didn't let that break me. I tried again. I tried the clothing line the second time. I grew on social media thinking that if I'm going to get hundreds of thousands of followers, I'm going to be rich and famous. I barely managed to sell anything and I just about made my money back. Oh, I was so afraid of posting videos on the internet in case I would be judged. I did get judged. But the question is, you are trying to make people that have never seen your vision understand your vision. That ain't up to them to protect it. It's up to you to protect it. No one else. So why are you letting someone else dictate the way that you should live your life? Do you want to live the same life as them? Or are you going to show them what it's like to stick for yourself, believe in yourself, and go through with it? Are you going to be an example, or are you going to be a warning? An example of what it's like to have blind faith, to know that once you take that step, you take one step forward, and eventually everything will align itself. The path illuminates as you walk it. Or are you going to be the warning of what it's like to doubt yourself, to not take that first step, to give up on yourself, to be that person who never believed in themselves, that person who destroyed themselves? Because no one will ever tell you that you're not good enough. You can never believe something that you don't already believe for yourself. Why do you think I'm so confident myself? No one can break me. I give myself this confidence because I show up every single day. There's no such thing as a destination. A destination doesn't exist. It's not a one-time purchase. I bought this car, now it's mine. Or I bought this physique, now it's mine. I show up every single day. The due is rent every single day with anything that you want. My confidence, I have to choose every single day. It's like a game. If you have the blessing to wake up today, guess what? When it hits 000, it resets to 0. What are you choosing? I choose to be confident. It's not about what I gain, it's about what I remove. I remove that self-doubt. I remove those self-sabotaging thoughts because I know how it feels like to be governed and being on a chokehold from just these thoughts that stop you. And these are the same thoughts that you can mold to your favor to keep on going. It's a mentality. What's the difference between me and you? There is no difference. It's just the way that we function and the way that we perceive things. That's all it is. The moment you feel overwhelmed and burnt out is because you're so entitled to an outcome that you're basing everything. Is this going to be the time that the outcome comes? But the moment you shift it and you focus on what you have to do, then you realize that, wait, this is what I have to do to make this outcome happen. Because if I don't, this outcome that I don't want, this reality which I don't want, is going to be a guarantee. Do you want that? Well, the answer is no. That's when it turns into energy. Stop trying to control the uncontrollables and focus on controlling the things that you can and react to the things that you can't control. Nothing's going against you. Every situation that you're facing is neutral. Every situation that you're facing is neutral. No matter how bad you think it may seem, it is neutral. You put the title of negative or positive. You choose to decide if this is making me or is this breaking me. And I choose to allow everything to make me. No matter how hard it may seem. Why? Because this is your life. I don't care how well someone else has it or how bad someone else has it. Learn from it. This is your life. How are you going to progress in your life? The thing is, everyone tells you, oh, take it easy. Be easy. Do you want to live like the person that be easy? You're okay the way that you are. Do you want to be okay the way that you are? Depressed, insecure, anxious? I didn't want to be that person. I refused to be that person, and I created the person that I am today. Most of you guys say that you believe in God. If God willing, God wants you to achieve everything. God wants you to go out there and do it. But the thing is, you are so lazy that you're putting all the blame on why you can't achieve something on him to make yourself feel better. The wisest man and the richest man on earth, according to the Bible, King Solomon, he didn't ask him, pray for riches, pray for give me this, pray for give me that. You know what he prayed for? He prayed for wisdom. Because when you are wise, you now know. Because knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is power, because once you know and you do not do, that is the biggest form of self-suffering, because you know what you have to do. It's like if you have a disease, you have an illness. Why am I feeling this? I don't know how to cure myself, but the cure is right here. Why are you not taking it? Because you're afraid. You believe that. Start making better choices, and the choice that you have to make is today. Don't focus on tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't exist. Don't focus on yesterday. The past doesn't exist. We ain't going that way. And this future, this tomorrow you're so worried by is created with what you do today. So stop trying to figure out tomorrow's problem, next week's problem, next year's problem when you haven't even gone through today's. That's the only thing you need to be focused on. And have this gratitude. Gratitude that everything is happening for you. Gratitude for everything that you have now. You don't need anything else. Because the moment you become sick, the moment you have a health problem, then there's only one thing that you want. Be grateful for where you are today. And fight every single day for everything that you want. Realizing that you are grateful so that you have the opportunity to go out there and get it. Stop complaining. Stop complaining and make better choices. Change the way that you think. Change your perspective and go for everything that you want. If you want to change your life, start applying this shit today. Put down in the comment section what was your biggest takeaway. Love you guys. Soon we're out. Let's get it.